Are you making sweat angels on the floor?
Are you sweating your balls off?
Yes. Is your grandpa melted to the couch?
Is it so hot out right now that you're stuck to your driveway?
Are you cooking eggs on your wife's back?
Do you like ice cream?
That one makes sense.
Do you have a trail of sweat dripping down your back right now?
No.
Well, I sure do. It's hot as balls in here, and I can't wait to just faceplant into 4 different pints of ice cream that we're gonna taste test right here for you. So stick around if you wanna know which are the best vegan brands of ice cream to try.
Stick around, we'll be right back after this intro. Hey guys, all this week on the channel, we are talking about ways to cool you down in this warm weather. So today, we thought it would be a great idea to review some of the best vegan ice creams out there that you can get.
Yes, we've got 3 brands of vegan ice cream and 4 flavors. We're gonna rate them on number 1, flavor, of course. And number 2, the texture. What is the creamy factor like? 3 is the goodies. What are all the delicious mix-ins and that kind of delicious munchy stuff in it, if there is any. And 4, the value for the price. Is it worth it? Is it worth the price?
Let's get this party started.
Yes, I can't wait to just faceplant into 4 tubs of ice cream and slather it all over my body and then go and stand in front of my fan. Too much?
Too much.
We got our spoons, we're ready to eat. Okay, so this first one that Bradley has is the Ben & Jerry's Netflix and Chilled. Now, this one here is a peanut butter ice cream with pretzel swirls and fudge brownie chunks. This should be really good.
Important to note that this is vegan, but it is not gluten-free.
And also, this one here, the ice cream itself is made from almonds. So this texture is well, I don't know what the texture is, but it's an almond base. Yeah, almond milk.
Awesome.
So, should be good.
All right, I'll let you do the honors. You can go first.
Me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna rank each of these categories on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being that it's amazing, it's delicious, absolutely love it, would definitely buy it again. 1 being this is disgusting, doesn't even taste like ice cream. I would definitely not buy it ever again. I would not recommend it, even to my worst enemy. Don't get it. Okay, so from a flavor standpoint, out of 5, I would rank this a 5 out of 5.
Yep, I would say flavor is definitely a 5 out of 5. It's delicious. You can't go wrong with peanut butter with fudge and pretzel swirls. Delicious. Bradley?
Okay, the next thing is texture. So for me, this was a 4 out of 5 for texture. It's a little bit harder of a texture. I've had vegan ice creams that are much softer, that feel even closer to soft serve, I would say. So I found this a little bit harder to get into. And of course it has a lot of chunks in it. And while that's really delicious, it can be hard to get a good spoonful, a good quality ice cream scoop out of it, I'd say.
Interesting.
So I put that as a 4 out of 5.
Okay. Moving on to number 3, which is the munchies or mix-ins or goodies, whatever you want to call it. I would say this is a 5 out of 5 for sure. This has a lot of goodies in it. We've both had many chunks of the fudge brownies. The pretzel swirls, I haven't really noticed too much. I kind of feel like that gets a little bit lost. But with that being said, there was a ton of fudge brownie chunks in there, which I don't know, makes up for the lack of pretzel swirl for me.
And the last one, which is the value for the price. So we bought this for just $4 Canadian in our grocery store, which is actually much cheaper than any of the other contenders that we saw in the grocery store. I would put this as a 5 out of 5 for the value for the ice cream. Value for the price. All right, on to our next contender.
Okay, we got number 2, which is the so delicious dairy-free oat ice cream s'mores flavor.
Let's hope it doesn't taste like number 2.
Okay, so this one's supposedly supposed to have various chunks of chocolate, graham cookie, and marshmallow. Oh, and we forgot to mention, this one's gluten-free, which is great because we prefer to be gluten-free. So does my tummy. And this is great for all you people out there who are also gluten-free and vegan.
Okay, so first off, when it comes to flavor, I'm actually not a big fan of this one. It doesn't taste that close to s'mores for me. It doesn't bring back memories of being by the campfire. So for flavor, I'm actually gonna rate this as a 2 out of 5.
What?
I did not love it at all. I would not buy it again.
Wow. Okay, texture? Personally, I thought the texture was pretty good. It was not too hard. Like, it was a pretty like soft scoop. So I quite enjoyed the texture myself. Plus, there's also a lot of really like small bits of chocolate in there. Not like too hard that they hurt to bite into, like a big chocolate chip, but just like really small little flakes of chocolate. Quite delicious. I will agree with Brad that it doesn't really remind me
Would you say
of a
so
s'more.
delicious?
Don't quit your day job. Definitely like not very s'moresy in my opinion.
All right, so in terms of the goodies, I would say this one is all right. So it has a decent amount of goodies when it comes to the ice cream to goodie ratio, which I think is really important. Didn't quite have enough goodies for me.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like the flavor, the s'mores flavor, like Janelle said, it's missing like marshmallow to it. The s'mores is packed full of marshmallow. So I feel like they could have done a better job with that. I'm actually gonna give it a 3 out of 5 when it comes to the goodies.
Lastly, value for price. We paid a whopping $5.99 Canadian for this pint of ice cream. That's pushing it for us in our ice cream budget. We love a deal. We love to get our ice cream when it's on sale. With that being said, and keeping in mind the price, I probably wouldn't buy this one again.
Okay, so our third contender, tell us a little bit about number 3. Janelle.
So this one is also from So Delicious. This one is made with cashew milk instead of oat milk like the last one. This one is a cinnamon cookie dough flavor. I'm really excited for this one because I love cinnamon and I also really love cashew milk. I find that like of all the non-dairy milks out there, cashew has like the velvetiest creamy texture. So I have high hopes for this one. Oh, okay, right away, holy moly. That is soft. I knew it, I had a feeling. The texture, on point. That was an easy scoop, but I see no chunks.
No goodies yet. Show me your goodies, ice cream, show me your goodies.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that texture is the best.
Oh my God. Hot damn cinnamon. That is amazing. I've never had any kind of ice cream before with like cinnamon. This is crazy good. Okay, flavor on point, like 110% flavors there. They've really delivered on the cinnamon cookie dough flavor. Now, I don't know if there's supposed to be chunks of cinnamon cookie dough or if it's just supposed to be the flavor. I suppose we have yet to find out. But the flavor so far is amazing. It's so delicious. So delicious.
That joke is getting old.
Is it? So overall, I give the flavor a 5 out of 5.
Okay, over to me for the texture. The texture is really good. In comparison to the oat milk So Delicious ice cream that we just had, texture is way better with this one. It's amazing. It's so smooth. It's really good. So I'm gonna give the texture a 5 out of 5 for this one, which is fantastic. Okay, let's talk about the goodies here. I have seen no goodies. This is just a smooth ice cream. When we purchased this, I thought I was getting something that would actually have cookie dough chunks in it. Usually,
Agreed.
when you buy something that says cookie dough on it, you kind of expect to have those cookie dough chunks.
And
So
like there's literally,
nothing.
like on the picture here, there's literally a bowl of ice cream with chunks of cookie dough in it. So a little misleading here, So Delicious. What the heck?
We're already a third of the way through, still no cookie chunks. So this is definitely a missing case of the cookie dough, which we have yet to solve.
Yes.
And I don't know if we'll be able to solve it tonight by going through the whole thing, but I definitely don't see any. So from a goodies standpoint, I'm actually gonna give this a 2 out of 5. It is harsh, but like the cinnamon is great, so I like that part of it. You can definitely taste the cinnamon flavor in it. That's why it gets a 2 and not a 1, but it's missing the cookie dough. The goodies aren't there. False advertising here on the front, So Delicious.
Yeah. We have a breaking news update. Very important.
We're here live.
With the pint of So Delicious cookie dough ice cream. Cinnamon cookie dough ice cream.
So I take back my claims. I redact it.
Redacted.
I have redacted my claim of no cookie dough in here.
There's a chunk.
I finally had my first cookie dough. So we're about a third of the way through and finally discovered one. Still disappointed in the overall number of goodies so far with only finding one little piece of cookie dough. It's been difficult to discover like a needle in a haystack, people, but we have found it. That wraps up your breaking news story about this ice cream.
Value for money. I would say, in light of the recent scandal of this particular pint here with these claims of cookie dough chunks in here and the, you know, over-promising and under-delivering factor, I would say that this absolutely is not worth $5.99. I'd maybe pay, like, if it was on sale for like $2.99, I'd give it another try. I would see if they could redeem themselves with this particular flavor, but so far, yeah, not impressed.
All right, people, it is 8 p.m. at night here, and we still have not had dinner. We have essentially had ice cream for dinner. I can hear all the mothers on the other side of this video gasping. I doubt I will be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna have the sugar jitters all throughout the night in bed.
Excellent.
Okay, let's have a look at what we got under the hood here for our last contender.
Nice one.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this before we pop the hood, Janelle.
Well, Brad, I'm so glad you asked. This one here is a brand that is exclusive to the good old country of Canada. It is by President's Choice. It is a brand that is found in all Loblaws retailers, such as Real Canadian Superstore, Shoppers Drug Mart, etc. This one here is the PC plant-based ice cream. Oh, and this one's made from coconut milk. Chocolate coconut milk ice cream. Very exciting. Oh my God. That is deceiving. It looks solid as a rock, and that is like buttery smooth, but in a good way for ice cream. Wow.
Let me tell you, the flavor is really good. It actually tastes like a Wendy's malt.
It smells like a Wendy's malt.
That's exactly what it is. That's the first thing I got. I haven't had a malt in like a decade. It brings back so many memories of Wendy's. Flavor, I would actually rate this, for me, it's a 4. It's really good chocolate ice cream. It's not tops, but it is really good.
Texture, I mean, you saw that action, the spoon action. Like, it was deceivingly soft. I honestly didn't really have very high hopes for the texture. I thought it was gonna be like a solid brick that I'd have to chisel my way through. But it was just so smooth, so smooth. And it melts in your mouth. It's so creamy and delicious. I really, really am a fan of the texture. I wouldn't say I would put it above the texture of the So Delicious Cashew ice cream that we tried before. That one just had a slight creamierness to it. Do you know what I mean?
It's still amazing.
It's still amazing though. So I would give this a 4.
Let's talk about the goodies here. So, of course, there are no goodies in this. This is a chocolate ice cream that we chose. And so we can't hold that against it. No. So when we think about the goodies for this, is how close is it really to a chocolate ice cream that is a dairy-based chocolate ice cream? I would say that this is a pretty darn good chocolate ice cream. I would put it at a 4. On to the last one, which is the value for the price.
We only paid $5 for this?
$5.99.
Honestly, I would buy this again. I would buy this again. Even if it was $5.99 or if it was $4.99, I would buy this again.
Okay, our final thoughts. So how would we rank them overall? You've seen the scores and what they total up to. I think it's really clear. Number 1 is Netflix and Chill by Ben & Jerry's. We both unanimously agreed with that.
100%.
That was fantastic. The only knock on that one was the texture wasn't as good as some of the other ones. All right, so number 2, we had 2 that are really close. There's this President's Choice one that is, you know, local here to Canada, which was really good and tastes like that Wendy's malt, really high scores. And then we had that So Delicious cashew-based one, which was really good, both with amazing texture.
Yeah.
The So Delicious one didn't have a whole lot of goodies to it, even though it said it had cookie dough. Maybe we just had an off pint. This is the first time we've tried that one, but was really disappointed about that, but really loved the cinnamon flavor. Really love this because it tastes a lot like that Wendy's malt. They're both very close for us, and so number 2 and number 3 are literally like almost neck and neck, and as you can see with the scores, they're pretty close as well.
Yep.
But I'm putting that cinnamon cookie dough one by So Delicious number 2. Do you agree?
I would agree.
And then number 3, of course, would be this one, and then number 4, the last place one, which was
s'mores.
Yeah,
it
was kind of gross as I reflect back on it. It just
it was not so delicious.
Yeah, it was it was so gross. So gross delicious. I hope that you subscribe and stay tuned. As mentioned, we have a couple other videos coming onto the channel. We're going to talk about some of the different ways that you can freeze bananas and how you can use those frozen bananas in some dishes at home.
And we're also going to be showing you how to make your own nice cream. So check out those videos. They're going to be linked below and here at the end of the video.
Thank you so much for watching.
You said it all. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you in the next video.